I will gladly yield the rest of my time on this panel for an explanation of why the left is running
They said that it wasn't fentanyl, it was cocaine.
Okay, let me break that down for you. That was MSNBC analyst Charles Blow on CNN trying to downplay the fact that 105,000 Americans have died from cocaine overdoses since 2021. It's trafficked out of Venezuela via Colombia. That's more than the population of Burbank, California, dying to cocaine. Joining us now, U.S. Army Special Forces veteran Jim Hanson. That's from 2021 to 2024. Why downplay this to attack the Trump administration trying to stop narco-terrorism? This is the same Charles Blow. He's been accused of race baiting. There are more than 500,000 dead from overdoses since 2021. That's a population of Columbus, Ohio.
They can't afford to admit that all of the stuff happening from Venezuela, run by Maduro and his thugs, is killing Americans directly, because that blows out of the water their entire lame argument that President Trump and Secretary of War Pete Hegseth should not be destroying those boats before they get here. So they're willing to lie and contort themselves and basically make fools of themselves, ignoring the simple fact that anyone can see drugs are bad. They're killing Americans. We don't have to let you bring them here.
They're not reporting on what Venezuela's opposition leader, Nobel Prize winner Maria Machado is again saying. MSNBC is not covering it. They're not reporting it. Charles Blow's not talking about it, that President Trump must take on communist Venezuela because Venezuela is targeting America to destabilize the U.S. with help from Cuba, Iran, Russia, and China. That Venezuela, communist Venezuela, they're committing crimes against humanity, atrocities, that they're governing the country the way mobsters do, and they're already destabilizing democracies throughout Latin America. So where's that analysis on MSNBC? Where's that analysis on CNN from Charles Blow?
Oh, they're not capable of it. Fortunately, President Trump is, and he just released the new national security strategy for 2025. And for the Western Hemisphere, he's added the Trump corollary to the Monroe Doctrine, which says our enemies will suffer and our friends will prosper. So Venezuela is really the first instance where this doctrine and corollary are being put into play. The full might and power of all parts of American strength are being shown to these guys, and Maduro's been told, pack your bags and get out, or you will suffer the consequences. And I think he's going to leave. I think that's being negotiated. And this is going to be a victory for the Trump administration, showing that the Western Hemisphere is no place for other bad actors to think they can play.
Yeah, I mean, Venezuela, communist Venezuela has been abusing America for years. Let's talk about the U.S. taking out a 22nd Venezuelan drug boat in the Eastern Pacific. Democrats and media have been slamming Pentagon Chief Pete Hegseth over this, not talking about how Barack Obama approved 542 drone strikes that killed anywhere from 381 to 816 innocent civilians. The Biden administration mistakenly droned 10 Afghanistan civilians, including 7 children. So where's the discussion about that?
Well, let's have it right now. I think the thing we need to basically focus on is the commander-in-chief has the right to protect the United States using all facets of military strength or other power. So the right of the president to designate the Secretary of War to blow up drug boats is not really in question by people who understand how the Constitution works. The question now becomes, is that good policy? And as part of the previously mentioned Trump corollary to the Monroe Doctrine, this is the iron fist inside the velvet glove. There's a lot of diplomacy going on with Secretary of State Rubio behind the scenes, and deals are going to be made. But that threat and that 90,000 tons of carrier diplomacy is how you get things done.
All right, Jim Hanson, thank you so much, and thank you for your service to America.